I'm Amy Rich, and today I'm going to share with you a project that would be great for Easter or also for May Day, which is coming up in just a little over a month. What a cute little basket this is, and it's very simple to make. So I'm going to share with you how to make that today. And we're going to use paper that comes from our Celebration catalog. And being that it is now March 26th, there are still just a few days to order from here. With every $50 order, you can choose a free item out of this Celebration brochure. And if you don't have one, you can find it online at my website, amyrich.stampinup.net. And today I'm going to use the paper Sweet Sorbet, which comes from the Celebration catalog and is free with it can be your choice for free with a $50 order. So I'm going to use that to make the basket and simply take 4 strips that are 3/4 of an inch by 6 inches. And we're also going to take a coordinating color of cardstock. In this case, it's Sahara sand, and that one you see is a hair longer. So this one is 3/4 of an inch by 6 3/4 of an inch. And that's going to be the band that goes around the top of my basket. And then, of course, we need a handle, so I'll get to that shortly. I'm going to start with just what I have here. And with the band that goes around the top, I'm going to take my bone folder. We don't want any funny creases out of the cardstock when I bend it around. So what I'm going to do is just kind of break down the fibers a little bit and curl naturally that paper by using the bone folder and just running it across the paper. Then I'm going to put sticky strip along the bottom edge and then along the side. And I've already done that here with one of them so that it's easy to see. So your sticky strip goes along the bottom and then just a little bit on the side. So now we're going to start assembling our basket. Peel off that sticky strip. And we're going to take our paper, and you can use either side, both are beautiful. And you can either go all the way up to the top or you can go about halfway. For this particular one, I'm just going to go all the way up to the top. It kind of finishes the edge a little bit more. So I'm going to lay my strip down right against the edge and, well, actually right against both edges. Then I'm going to go to the next one and do the same thing. So I'm going to lay that so it's right next to the other one and then flush with the top edge. And just pressing down nicely so it adheres. And I'm just going to work all 4 strips like that same way until they're all on there. Because it curls, I got to keep my hands out of your way here and try to keep that where it belongs. Okay, so here we've got our 4 strips across. Then we're going to go back to the first one, and we're going to bring that up here and put it next to the last one that I did and push and press into the sticky strip. Go back and take the next one and bring that back flush against the other strip and the top. And take the next one, do the same, and you can see now how this is naturally curling to create our little basket. And finally the last one goes just like so. Okay, then we're going to take the sticky strip off the end and we're just going to attach those 2 sides together so that it comes all the way around. And then you can kind of play with the strips and get, adjust them to get them to sit right. So it's just like that. All right, then we're going to make our handle, and this one that I did with the other basket, I cut at 1/2 inch by, I believe it was 8.5 inches, the width of the cardstock. But this particular one, I decided it might be a little bit easier to hang on a doorknob if I made it just a hair longer. So I cut it the length of the paper, so 11 inches by 1/2 inch. So we're just going to take a couple pieces of the sticky strip and attach those to the ends of our handle. So we'll just attach them on here. And then we'll take the bone folder again Just make sure that handle's nice and pliable so it'll bend easily. And then we'll remove the sticky strip backing and stick that right inside of our basket. Oops, got a little crooked. Okay, make sure to press securely. Now, one thing you can do is, like for this one, I added a couple of brads just to reinforce the handle. It's not entirely necessary, so if you want to just leave it with the sticky strip, that should work fine too. Then the last little touch, of course, is the rosette on the front. And that is using our new die from Stampin' Up. This is in our Occasions catalog. It's called the Spiral Flower die. And just put your paper on top of the die and then sandwich it between two cutting plates and crank it through the big shot. Then what you get when it comes out looks like this. And I've put a couple pieces of sticky strip in the middle, and I'll show you why later. But right now we're going to just kind of do the same thing we did with the handle and the top rim of the basket. Just kind of run our bone folder across to make that paper a little more pliable and easy to work with. And break down the fibers just a little bit, and you can see how it's starting to curl already. All right, then we'll take the very end, the end that's the smallest, and we're really going to make sure that starts to curl. And we're just going to roll it or curl it on itself. So we're just going to start rolling it all the way around. And of course, the tighter you keep the spiral, the smaller the flower will be. But we're just going to loosely just kind of roll it up on itself. So you can see the middle is pretty tightly woven, and it'll get looser as we get out towards the end. So we're just going to roll, keep rolling until it is all the way to the middle. And this middle portion is designed to hold the flower together. So I've just added that sticky strip, or you could use the mini glue dots, either way. And then just kind of let that flower go and then attach it onto our sticky strip as kind of a base. So there's our flower. It's so easy to do, and I was scared when I first got that die. I was a little scared to use it, but now it's piece of cake. So we're going to take just another little piece of sticky strip, attach that to the flat portion on the back, and then see where the seam is. That's right where I'm going to stick my flower to cover that seam up. There. Totally cute, super cute. And you can see now the difference between the two handles. One's a little bit bigger, so it'll hang a little bit lower on your doorknob. And then, of course, even the flowers. You can see this is the first one I did, and it's a little bit more loose, so it's a little bit bigger flower. And, you know, both are beautiful and easy to do. And then I thought, well, what happens if we make our strips a little bit bigger, like a 1-inch strip instead? Well, that creates a little bit bigger basket. So what I did was cut these strips 1 inch by 8 inch, and again, you need 4 of them. And then the top strip, I cut 1 by the width of the paper, which is 8.5. And then there was still that little overlap, so we could seam the two together, and you make it the same way. And then the handle is just 3/4 of an inch by, I believe, 10 inches. So it just makes it a little bit bigger and can hold more candy. And what kid doesn't want more candy? So perhaps the bigger option is the way to go. But these, I love the cuteness of the little guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this project today and that you're finding it useful for your upcoming events. Thank you so much. Have a great day.